Hey, so what's up YouTube? I'm back in week 10 of our Let's Play series. Now, a lot has changed. We've had some very good moments and a few bad moments. We've made a lot of progress, and as you can see, we're still in the game. So when we left off, I was retreating, if I believe correctly. I was retreating to Spain, and we built defensive positions up there. Now, as you can see, obviously we're no longer there. Well, what happened here was they threw themselves at these positions. They just chucked heaps and heaps of units at them, which was a bad idea. They should have flanked around, used air support, used rockets, but they didn't. I think, like myself, they were busy, so they just, had units just all go there separately and thought they could win. And they didn't. They got their asses handed to them in a very defensive battle. But we took our fair share of casualties, lost quite a few tactical bombers and units that were stationed there. Luckily, at the time, I had a few commandos in the area, and they died in the battle, but they, I think, made a good difference. So following that, I sent a few tanks up, and I managed to get into England. Now, at the time, he didn't have many troops up here at all. They'd all been brought down, and I managed to take just about the whole of England with one light tank alone. So after they lost the battle here on the border of Spain, I was able to push them all this way back. And as you can see, we're nearly at its capital. Now, roughly around here, when we got back to where we were, Volga went inactive. Now, this was probably 2 or 3 days ago. So he was active for a lot of that fighting. And he may have just been annoyed with how bad it went. Now, also with inactive players at the moment, we've nearly finished. We've nearly finished Upper Volta. Upper Volta has one province left, and we're about to capture it. And once that's done, that will help our morale significantly. We'll go from having a -15 for being at war with 3 players to only a -10 for being at war with 2. So that's going to make a huge difference as well. Our resources have been up and down. Our food's been negative a lot lately, and I've stopped producing infantry. That's just due to the amount of land we've taken. I've been making big efforts to try and ensure that we have a lot of food and it stays positive. So a lot of resources have been spent there. Over here, when we left off, I was fighting a defensive battle in Greece, if I remember rightly. We had support of our navy, battleships and cruisers, and they made a huge difference. Even before the line at Spain started pushing forwards, we'd taken a lot of this area back. Battleships, so they once again sent units at the fortifications we had down here to try to kill the troops, and they failed. They just got stuck and they died. So we're pushing up again, and we are nearly at Volga's capital. And once we get this, that will give us a huge morale boost, and hopefully give us a huge boost and make a massive increase to our food production, which we really need, so we can start producing more troops. So North Rail has turned on Volga because Volga went inactive. South Mexico is also inactive now, so it is effectively me and Equatorial Gabon versus North Ural in Illinois. Now, Illinois is not fighting either of us at this moment. He's taking out South Mexico, who's inactive, but we do have to be very careful of him. As you can see here, Equatorial Gabon is moving troops forward to occupy these fortifications to kind of buy more time, I guess. So they're not at war yet, but they will be very soon. North Ural submarines are giving us a lot of trouble, though. I have destroyers in the region, and I was tracking some subs, but I lost them overnight. So we're going to have to pick that up again sometime. What else is happening? We just in the last 2 days got back into the Middle East. With the support of these battleships here, we've been using them to destroy most of the troops. I've only lost 2 units taking this whole area back, and they've lost 10. So it's going good here. The problem is, though, is we don't have the units to fan out and collect all the land. And that's going to be another massive problem when we come to fighting North Ural. Also, something I've noticed about North Ural is his core provinces, which I believe is somewhere over here. Yeah, over here, have such low morale. He clearly does not understand the importance of keeping these high. So that's going to be a main push to take his core provinces, and that will severely damage his resource output. And that will be as soon as Volga is done. So you can expect that in the next few days. So that's about it for this week. Week 10, I think it was. Let's check. Yeah, week 10. Now we've climbed quite a fair way back up to first, which was hard. And we now sit third in the world's mightiest military. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Next week.